Welcome to Digital Pitfalls Production. Tonight we got WACK100, CEO of Fifth Amendment Entertainment, in association with
In the door.
Game's even bigger trophy based upon who he is.
Yeah.
Because this is a man that sold 30, 40 million records, that millions of people following him on his social media, social network. You kill that, you kill a voice.
Yeah.
So we have to protect that. We gotta be protective of that. What you guys don't understand is that when you're on one block in one neighborhood, right? It's things that happen the night before, the week before, the year before, 10 minutes before. You're surrounded by rival enemy gangs.
Shall we begin?
We get money over here, my nigga. We get money over here. Another structure I gotta do. Bro. This is my back house. See, my back house bigger than some of you niggas' house that got a motherfucking house. You know, that's the house, play area. You know, this is my motherfucking lake. See, we put money where money counts, my nigga, where it mean the most. I got my team back here working right now. Back house bigger than some of you niggas' house around this motherfucker. You know, that's the casa.
Okay, what's up with y'all? Welcome to the Digital Pitfall Show. We got a real interesting one tonight. We got the man himself, WACK100. We done heard of this brother all over the internet. He goes hard in the paint. My man has came from the West Coast of Los Angeles. He does
West Coast. Wait, hold up. I'm from the Valley.
That's right.
Valley, Pacoima, a city that's within Los Angeles County. Los Angeles County is 60 miles north, south, east, and west. I'm from Pacoima. The area code is 818, but it's Parudo, so it don't even matter. So let's get that right.
100. Well, you know, to put the extra on top of that, me and his brother go all the way back to before we was born. Our fathers was running with each other. I ran with his brother. Rest in peace to my big homie Zachary. Rest in peace to little on 2-1. Y'all know what?
Yeah, that was my nigga. That was my nigga.
We interchanging it. It's all to the 100.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've been checking you out, bro. I see you going hard in the paint. You even got your wife going hard in the paint.
Hey, really hey.
Huh?
Why you don't blink? Why you don't be blinking like you used to when we was young? You know, you used to blink all the time when we talk. Like, what? You learn how to control that, huh?
Hey, you know how we do it. Right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're good. Y'all see the brother, me and the brother got a personal relationship, so this goes beyond, even though I'm not going to.
No, you talking 30 years.
30.
At least 30. Our daddy smoked crack together. What you mean?
Look at him. He going hard in the face.
Nigga, what you talking about? Nigga, then your daddy used to pull robberies with my granddaddy. Remember the shotgun gang, nigga?
Well, you know about that. You can't put Papa Hank out on black.
You know, shit. Hey man, them niggas ain't around. They all right, shit.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? They was doing the big. They was doing the big. They got reputation around there. You know what I'm saying? It's only a couple people with the name Papa running through Los Angeles. Through Pacoima, and they hold the title.
Yeah. So. And then not only that, I did my first out-of-state real estate deal with you.
That's real talk. Tell them how it went down. What you make? Well, that was a
man. No shit. I think my nigga, it's not about what I made on that deal, but that deal and the knowledge you gave me, because I was already operating in California.
Right.
So we talking 03, 04.
You taking it
some
back.
shit like that, right? That's back when BMF had the sign coming out the Atlanta airport. The world is ours. That crazy shit, right? Remember the sign coming out the airport, right? So, shit, I think that first deal I might have cleared about 80,000, but that led to about another 60 to 70 deals.
I believe.
Remember, I didn't understand y'all market because y'all closed with attorneys. Y'all did shit totally different, and I thought it was all a setup because this dude is sending me houses and he telling me I can get for 120, but they appraise it for 200.
Right.
So I didn't understand. Yeah, I didn't understand none of that. So I didn't have time to go to Atlanta and get to know Atlanta. But I knew some California motherfuckers, right, who was gonna be with those numbers. So what I would do, right, I would get to homes, fly 10 people at a time. I brought a 15-passenger van, right? And if he sent me the numbers 120, 200, then my numbers would say 150 or 160, 200. So the people I brought out, I already put 30, 40,000 on top.
Well, you know, I don't want to put your business out here.
No, listen, this is what we was doing. But look, I even went even further than that. I said, well, shit, I had to find a loan agent who could do the deal. So I turned around and my wife got a broker license and I started operating from California doing all my Atlanta deal. So I was making money on both sides of the city. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I know. I know the first day you pulled up to come by, I think you bought 2 houses that week. You know, I know you snatched, like you said, a cool 80 racks cash money out of that. And, you know, when we had to get you appraised and pull up your report, I ain't going to put what kind of numbers, but your damn show was making stupid money way back then. So, you know.
Yeah, but see, back then I really wasn't, like back then my position in music, back then I was a straight foot soldier.
Okay.
Right? I was a foot soldier when it came to music because I was doing my death row thing. Okay. But I'd already had my trucking company and I was building my real estate. I still have my trucking company today. I got 5 trucks. I still have my own personal truck. You know, I custom out Pete and clothes, murdered out, sounds, big ass black stack. Like I ain't got nothing to do. I go get my truck. I got BMW, Porsche contracts I've been having for like 16 years. Actually, I just called my dispatcher 2 hours ago because I ain't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? For a few weeks and got a load of Porsches and a load of beef. Pay me $10,000 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So if I ain't got nothing to do, I'm gonna go hustle.
Okay. So just give them a little quick synopsis about you know, kind of how you formulated your game plan starting at that time and getting, you know, into the trucking business, on into the music business, you know, up until you where, you know, you don't have to get real deep, just so they can kind of understand what the grind looks like.
Where the trucking, where the trucking business came from, you know, I went to the pen, Simon, as you know, I was the first juvenile to actually go to California State Penitentiary at 16. Not youth authority, I'd already ran through that. So at 16, I'm in Soledad State Penitentiary. So from 16 to 22, I run through like 7 different prisons. I do probably like 2.5, 3 years of solitary confinement time. You know, it was hard being a real blood because you outnumbered 4-1. You know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of my relationships come at today with, you know, with cats on the other side with the Crips, because I did a lot of time with these niggas. And like, niggas know what it is. Like, niggas gonna always respect that. They can come at you so many times, and even your enemy, if he see you continue to stand strong, right, he gonna respect your strength and he gonna bag up and figure out another way to deal with you. So when I paroled, quite naturally, I got right back to it. You know, I never really was a drug dealer like that. You know, my whole family was involved in that. I was more of like a white collar criminal because I always thought I can make money a little easier than what everybody else was doing. If the stupid nigga on the block, his only source was to sell drugs, I felt like I should come up with a better way of doing it. So I was really a white collar criminal when it was really white collar crime. You know what I'm saying? So when I got out, I got right back to it. Caught a quick violation. I was doing some crazy shit. Like I was like scheming Charles Schwab and shit like that, right? Okay. So they had me, but I got out of it. violation. So I'm doing a 9-month violation. My wife tells me, she's like, yeah, I know my cousin's husband, he making $1,000 a day. I'm like, $1,000 a day doing what? So she tells me, driving trucks, right? So I'm like, well, how you get that license? So they, you got to go to school like $4,000. So I'm like, shit, I'm about to get out and hustle, do that. I might get caught up again. I'm like, what are they using? MV. So I had my attorney send it to me legal mail. So I just memorized the book in the penitentiary. Like, I've never been to truck driving school a day in life.
Okay.
Never ever. My license is like 18 years old right now. Right. So, and now I'm a truck owner. Like, I got drivers under me that's traveling right now as we speak across the United States of America with loads. You know what I mean? So every day I probably generate $3,000 to $5,000 a day just off my trucks moving around. I have car contracts, but even myself, like right now, I just booked a load to go get some BMWs and a load of Porsches. But tomorrow I may get an email. They may say, well, we want Ray J to do a radio show, a game to do this. Right off my phone, I conduct my business. I do my contracts. I negotiate my deals. If it's a situation where I have to fly out and meet somebody, I simply park my truck, grab my Louis carry-on bag, fly out, and back to my truck, get back in my truck, and keep moving.
I done definitely seen you put
when
that.
It's time for tour.
I done definitely.
Yeah, you didn't see me do that before.
Yeah,
because this is where I look at it. My one truck, right? My personal truck, $100,000 a year, right? So let's say, like, okay, WACK, you took over games management, right? All right, cool. Games management, let's say it pays you, store a number out there, $500,000 a year. Mm-hmm. I feel like if I park the truck because of $500,000, shit, it's only making me $2 because I'm already doing $3. I want to put the $3 on top of the $5. Mm-hmm. I don't want to subtract the $3 from the $5. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm a prioritize everything I do, and I can do it because I'm my own boss. Like, I don't work for nobody. I work for myself. You know what I'm saying? So my trucks, I can get in my own truck when I want to. I just went on a world U.S. tour. They've been parked over there at my yard for like 45 days. I'm on my way back up to Europe for like another 40 days. It just stayed parked here. You know what I mean? The truck's been paid off for years. I don't owe nothing on the truck. And I've been having a contract with this company for like 15, 16 years. So just a relationship. And it keep me out the streets, because, like, I ain't got nothing to do. You know how it is. Pit boss.
Yes, sir.
You get in your car, you get bored, you go to the barbershop, then you're like, fuck it, let me hit a corner. Your homie pay, pull up, now you at the park, now you over here, you ran into something, you got to do something to somebody. So instead of me being out there not being productive, I try to keep myself productive. I ain't got nothing to do, I jump in my rig.
Okay, so
I still talk on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
So now, online, you got a video. This is old school video I seen online. In the aspect of entertainment, and you got a video where you got K Slay out in Bompton somewhere, and you got like Ray J on stage. But that's a while back. But how did that formulate?
Well, what happened was, I feel like when I came into the music business, project was Ray J's Sexy Can I project, but I was still a little dirty from Death Row. When I mean dirty from Death Row, I was a foot soldier over there. But a lot of people don't know Suge is really not the greatest. He can read and write, but not to a point where he really understand those type of situations and contracts. So I would be the homie that he always took with him to these meetings. You know what I mean? So I'm with him to protect him, but at the same time, he knew what my intelligence was, that I understood what was going on, so I can break it down to him, in a way that he understood it. So back then, I participated in tearing down that lane from LA to New York. You know what I'm saying? It was gone. Like, New York niggas couldn't really come out here and be safe, and LA niggas couldn't really go out there and be safe. Niggas had to sneak in, sneak out, do their radio, get right back to the airport and get on. So I'm like, you know what? I got this Ray J project, 2 places you need, LA and New York. You need that for the industry. I felt like I needed to build or rebuild that motherfucking bridge I helped burn down. So me and K Slay came together. I ran into him All-Star Weekend in Vegas. when they had it in Vegas, and he was with Shaq. And back then, I didn't really know a lot about the inner business workings of it. You know, the craftiness of radio, and you know, fucking your publishing and all that. So I sat down and became a student with Slay. And it's funny, and Slay will tell you today that right now in some situations, he's a student of mine because I've got in the building and learned more things than he had learned. But the jewels and the knowledge he was able to give me, right, is what jump-started me to do my first deal with Ray J, which is the first deal Koch had ever did with an R&B artist for $1.5 million. You know what I mean? We did like 4 or 5 million digital with Sexy Canna at that time. That's why I was able to double back and do the deal with Game. And before then, I was part of the negotiations when Suge sold half his publishing to Koch Records, which really put Koch Records on the map when they brought half of Death Row's catalog back then. Talk about 2000 now. You know what I mean? So me and Alan Grumblack, my situations don't work like everybody else's situations in that building because I negotiate and I deal with one person, actually 2 people, Alan Grumblack and Gabby Peluso only. I don't have to wait in line. My shit is priority. It's gonna move the way we want it to move. That's why you see like documentary 2 million, multi-million dollar projects now coming out of Koch Records, which is E1 Music now.
So then after that level of it seems to appear that like right after that or in the same time period, then you started to working with Game. Is it that part of the flow? Or?
Yeah. See, me and Game, like coming up, me and Game really, you know, Suge don't like Game, right? For whatever reason, right? We don't have a reason, but he don't like Game. So it was a situation that occurred in Game that touched bases on it on the song in the doc too. When he said he went in his pocket and handed me some money. That's true. But it was an event that happened before that where I was at the Four Seasons Hotel in Beverly Hills. Me, Suge, the homie Lil John from Fruitown Paru, and Zap from Treetop Paru having a meeting. And I get a call from the homie Brisk from Westside. He tell me that G-Unit niggas had them niggas surrounded at the Hyatt on Sunset, right? Mm-hmm. And they needed some help. So I tell Suge I'm about to roll and see what's happening with the homie. Suge like, man, fuck Game, man. You know, fuck that nigga. I say, Suge, check this out. In the day, that's a power rule. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go and assist these power rules. Now, if I get caught up or fucked off on account of you not assisting me, that's something you got to deal with. So I spared off. Lil John and Zap followed. I pull up and sure enough, it was 40 Glock, Spotted Lope. That's my nigga from 9-7 East Coast. He leading the rally because back then he was like G-Unit West, shit like that, right? So when I got out, I'm like, Spotted, what's happening? Right? He like, Wack, man, you know, we on this Black Wall Street G-Unit shit, right? I say, my nigga, where 50 at? I said, bring 50 out on Power Row. I'll make you run that fade, right? So he like, you know, he ain't here. I said, well, this is like some gang man shit to me. I ain't never seen no West Coast niggas allow niggas from nowhere to put a steering wheel in their motherfucking back. You talking about G-Unit, nigga, you from East Coast, right? Yeah. So at this time, Zap and them stopped in the middle of the street. Suge pulled in when he's in that red Bentley, right? So now I can only imagine Game's mind frame because he know him and Suge is beefing. He know my name, but we don't know each other, but he know I'm running with Suge tough every day, right? So he got 40 G-Unit niggas, and Suge then pull up with one of his hitters. So, but he's standing to the side and valet behind his car, assessing the situation. So I, you know, Spotted like, Wack, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I said, listen, Spotted, I got 16 on me. I don't know what that motherfucking Suburban got in it. So this is what we gonna do. How about we say Spotted Lope gave Black Wall Street a pass today. Yeah. So Spotted looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county. Spotted Lope was soldier, right? So it just came down to a real respect thing where they left. So I want to introduce myself to Game. Game told me, pull up on me, man, let's talk, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And let's, you know, start moving together, whatever. So like 3 months went by and he got with my man Stutterbox from Main Street, sent his number, and I pulled up on him. He was doing LAX at the time. And I walked in, he was in the booth. He signaled for me to come to the booth. When I walked in the booth, the nigga just went in his pocket and gave me everything he got. He didn't realize, I mean, he probably didn't give a fuck. And he gave me like 18,000 shit. He just handed me everything he had. He like, that's just out of respect of what you did for me. Let's start moving. I'm up under Jimmy Henchman right now. But it's like, you know, it's a little shaky coming to my situation. I like what you did with Ray J, and let's put it together. And that's when we start moving. Started from there.
Okay. Now, it appeared to me that in some respect, you kind of brought a little coalition between like the Bloods and the Crips. I know you worked with you and stuff like that. So, I mean, you know, that seemed like something.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people try to look at you because you know you go hard in the paint, you know, on the YouTube links, man. But you know,
it's like this. Nah, see, it's like this. It's like this with me, right? And I tell niggas all the time, it's like when it comes to the Crip side, see, it take Crips, Bloods, and Power Rules essays to make up the culture of Southern California. So I don't give a fuck where you from. Like, if my mama would have grew up in the Jordan Downs and my nigga Runch mama would have grew up in Pacoima, he'd be from 2Ps and I'd be from Gray Street Watts. Right? It wasn't no motherfucking exam that we took to say, okay, based upon this exam, you from here, you from there. Right? So that was just a miseducation of us growing up figuring we was better and stronger than this or that. The fact of the matter is, it's busters, cowards, snitches, soldiers, intelligent mans, riders from every set. So what I do, I fuck with the niggas that's like me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You don't gotta fuck with the niggas whole hood. All you gotta do is have allegiance and a bonding and some type of understanding with the nigga that run the neighborhood. Because with him come them. You know, I got a lot of my homies right now living today because they was caught and niggas hit them up and they from my neighborhood where they had a certain respect for WACK, where they called me Uncle WACK. I go to the 60s, 8-9 East Coast, Insane, 88 Avalons. You know, it's a host of Fire Trey Avalons. You know, it's a host of Crip neighborhoods where I'm Uncle WACK. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's to a point where they've been caught in the county jail and they run my name and they may be in there with 50 Power Rules. On the strength they run my name, the homies get a niggas a pass and vice versa. They didn't caught the homies. And the homies that ran my name. You know what I'm saying? They give niggas a pass. So my whole thing is the politics of what I represent and standing for is help saving Black lives and help strengthening our community to where we don't see a nigga in red or see a nigga in blue and our mind go to kill a nigga because he got on the color and we didn't motherfucking create an event. Then shit, I think I'm doing a damn good job. Right. You know, right. I created this table within the industry because everybody dealing with somebody like T.I., Wiz Khalifa, you know, cats like that. You know, they bond with my brother Big U. Then you got Snoop Dogg and, you know, other cats, Jeezy and cats like that. You know, they may bond with a nigga Big Fave or Blue from Long Beach. Then you got other cats that may bond with these cats and these cats. So what I did was create a table to where can't nobody use us against us. If I know I got an issue with T.I. or like Trick had an issue with Future, you know, when Future was down here, Future, you got to take care of that. You can't hide from my brother that sit at our table because he in Detroit, because he here. Like I'm in Detroit. I'm in like 13 states at all time. When I tell a nigga where you at, I touch you where you at, I mean that. All the nigga got to tell me is where he at, and I'm going to push a button at that table, and they going to come holler.
Right, right.
Here, Trick said, yo, Big U WACK, this nigga is in my pocket. We was on his bumper. Every time we seen this nigga, we was assaulting this nigga. At the airport, I don't give a fuck where it was, and then Stunner stepped in, and he had business with him, and he squared that debt up for him. You know what I'm saying? So my table is more respect. You know, it's like in a book, bro. You got chapters, you know, first chapter, second chapter, third chapter, whatever. Then the book's over, you read another book. Some niggas is 40 years old still in the 5th chapter of the same book. I don't give a fuck about a nigga saying cuz, blue strings, blue hat. I don't give a fuck. That doesn't bother me. I'm going to talk to this man, as dress this man as a man, and we're going to do business as men. Now, if he so wishes to want to bang, shit, I got a doctor's degree of doing that too. That's cool too. But my first approach is, as a man, that don't bother me. Nigga, I'm in the last chapter of my 50th book. Why the fuck would I have the mentality of a 13-year-old when I got a...
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna come back to some of that because we still got a whole lot of activity in that, but I'm interested a little bit in the Fifth Entertainment and some of these artists that you coming out with. Those is the ones you're managing, but I think I seen an interview on
I got a little white boy named Nick Dees.
Yeah.
I got a little Irish kid named Nick Dees, and nigga, he's a problem.
Yeah, I heard them all busting on K Slate's show over there. So.
Yeah, you got the little homies, the dropouts, them little homies from my neighborhood. Darren James, that's OG Wolf from OVG. He just come on. That's his son. And then Cuban Rob, that's Big Cuban Rob brother. But Cuban Rob, he's what we call a TYG, a tiny young gangster. So he kind of like who I was back in my era when it come to his peers. So. Again, with all the telling and all the shit going on, I can't afford.
You still there?
I can't afford being who I am just to mingle with everybody. So I kind of communicate with Baby Cuban Rob, and then, he'll communicate the things to me that need to come back to me. It's a chain of command with this shit. So, I put them together. They're a group called the Dropouts. They've been in there working with Scott Storch and Stat Quo as an A&R, getting that shit together. I got another little kid named Nicky Dees, which is he at the end of the day, he's a white boy, an Irish kid that's come from where we come from. He's from San Bernardino, i.e. Moreno Valley. They call it the murder. I kind of underestimated till I went out there. Them niggas really got projects and ghettos and this shit going on, So I understand why he's able to rap about the things that he raps about. Because at first I thought this nigga was just watching a lot of videos. Right. But he's a trailer trash type comfort motherfucker, didn't have nothing. And he been through the shit we've been through. He just white.
Okay. So that's
what I'm saying?
The cities then. You kind of then spread out a little bit and engulf the industry. What about as far as outside of California, have you entertained any of those acts or anything like that, or you got anybody on the radar?
Well, I get usually I give it I don't want to waste people's time, so I open up my phone line and a lot of people call me or email me, and I kind of open up and get them a lot of information, direction of what they're doing. So that drove me to, I've been working on this app called Indie Life, which is a one-stop shop. It's for any independent artist, because labels no longer do artist development. They don't do it. But I have the resources to recreate it in the form of an app to where an independent artist can put themselves in front of the majors and put themselves in front of the masses and do things like that. So that's my way of kind of giving back. As far as crossing the waters on business, I got a couple casinos being built in Albania called The Game, hotel casinos and resorts. We doing that. We got a mobile app. I own 25% of a mobile app company. First app is Block Wars. We just put out a French Montana app. Speed Gods. Meek Mill's app came out maybe a year ago. Bike Life. So, we moving on that. DJ Wars. I got DJ Emmy that's probably going to participate in that. So, it's a whole lot of other things going on outside of music.
Right. Okay. So let's get in a little bit. I guess we'll touch some of the controversy stuff. From a distance. You had episodes with a cat named Stitches. You had a little.
That wasn't hold on. That wasn't an episode. That was just a motherfucker that looked like he was a threat to my team. Right. One thing about me, I'm a boss nigga, but see, I didn't become a boss nigga through my money. I became a boss nigga through rank. I became a general through rank. I was once a foot soldier. And then from foot soldier, I striped up to every motherfucking ranking and position it could be, whether from the street to the penitentiary. So, at that time, I seen it was a situation, the situation was coming. I'm not finna say, look, I'm too pretty or too big of a nigga, I got too much money, I'm the OG, and step back. If I'm the closest motherfucker to the threat, nigga, I'm gonna violate the threat. You know, I don't believe in fighting fire with fire. When you fight fire with fire, that makes the inferno a little hotter. I'm gonna fight fire with water. I'm gonna put the fire out. So at the end of the day, it was gonna go one or two ways. It was like 18, 20 police out there, but shit, I come from plotting and planning a ride on the prison yard where it says no warning shots, and we got 6 rednecks with mini 14s, and we come out there with battery packs, knives, and all kind of shit, and going to war, knowing we going into this type of situation. So it didn't mean nothing that they was there. All I knew is dude was a threat. It wasn't personal, it was business. Right. And you know, you've been knowing me all my life. Like, I got a certain reputation to where I'm gonna get to it. I'm not a motherfucking rapper.
Right.
You know, I'm not a motherfucking rapper. So yeah, so like I got a craving and addiction to violence. I don't drink, I don't smoke. Violence is, I like violence. And I gotta fight myself every day because it's a contradiction to me being a husband and a father and maintaining my freedom. So if a motherfucker puts something in front of me and I fuck around and relapse, you in trouble. Because I'm gonna get to the violence immediately. Whatever level you want, like when I was just dealing with this Meek Mill shit, they calling from Philly saying y'all better not come to PA, and you can't go to Baltimore, niggas better not get caught. Listen, my nigga, we gonna get to what we gonna get to, and that's what it's gonna be. I'm not a rapper. I probably shouldn't even be in this motherfucking industry, but it feed me, it feed my family. It's giving me something to do. It's like a piece of on the chessboard, you know what I mean? It makes my mind think, it makes me figure out things. So, you know, this is where I'm at. I give myself another year or two. I'm moving towards TV. Me and Birdman just signed a deal. We doing a joint venture as business partners. We're gonna create a series to compete with Empire and some movies and things like that. So, you know, I'm moving forward with other things. You know what I mean? I'm gonna maintain my relationship and my status with my artists as management. You know, both them niggas is power rules, so I got an obligation to them regardless. I don't give a fuck about turning to a multi-billionaire. I'm a billionaire, I'm gonna make them niggas a billionaire. And it's vice versa. One thing I love about my artists is that them niggas call and check and make sure I'm all right, and make sure I need something. We cutting up money. They ask me, Wack, you got anything extra you need? And they give me that. They won't loan me that. They'll give me that. But we take care of each other to a point to where we ain't never had to, you know, do that with each other. So it's all love. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. You know, I got a wife that's my best friend, my business partner. You know what I mean? She talks shit. She keep me on my toes, and she with me everywhere. You know, this industry is just another business move. This ain't what I do to have fun. You know, I kick it with my kids in the backyard, and we go on trips and shit like that. That's what I do to have fun.